up, everybody? My name is Sammy Doherty. If you guys are brand new here, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and comment down below. So today I'm about to react to how to make a mint chocolate chip ice cream cone and cake, and it's a huge one. Let's get this video on the road. This looks so delicious. I can't wait to watch this video. Let's go.
Welcome back to How to Cake It. I'm going to make a giant ice cream cone with 2 scoops of my favorite ice cream, mint chocolate chip. It's going to be dipped in dark chocolate with some sprinkles. It's going to be massive. In case you haven't figured it out, because we were kind of subtle, it is my actual birthday today, and I'm very happy, mostly because I got what I wished for this year. And to thank you, I've decided to completely humiliate myself by wearing my crown. It's my birthday and I can't get no wanted, can't get no wanted. That's too high. I shouldn't sing in that octave. I shouldn't sing at all, really. I'm starting with the cone part of my cake. I've got my trusty cone to show you. I baked 6 vanilla cakes. Of course, I leveled them, made them nice and flat. This part here, I stacked 4 layers that are 7 inches round. I layered them with vanilla buttercream. And then I put them in the fridge to chill. And for this top part of the cone, I took my 2 cakes that were 8 inches round and then layered them with buttercream, and I put that top part in the fridge to chill. And while my cone is chilling, I'm going to move on to what will be the 2 scoops of ice cream on top of my cone. For that, I baked 2 chocolate cakes in stainless steel bowls, and once they were cool, I leveled them to the bowl, turned them out of the bowl. My top scoop, I have to sort of carve out some cake so that it can sit on top of the other scoop on top of the dome, and then I crumb coated them and popped them in the fridge. What happened to my crown? It's time to shape the cone, and as I normally do, I like to do this upside down sometimes when something is top heavy. I'm going to start to carve the bottom half of my cone. So I'm going to carve all the way around little by little, just sort of tapering out. Happy birthday! My eyes twitching. Thanks. And then the top part, it's just slightly tapered. So I did the same with that top part of the cone. I crumb coated both parts. Once my crumb coat is set and nice and firm, I'm gonna ice both parts of the cone really well, nice and smooth. And when I'm happy with the shape, I pop them back in the fridge. Oh my gosh, it's in my hair, isn't it? Actually, not that close. Time to apply my cone-colored fondant. I mean, what color is this? This is cone color, clearly. I wrap it around the bottom part of the cone and around the top part of the cone, and then I trim the bottom, trim the top, make a nice clean seam. And then guess what, folks? I pop them back in the fridge to chill. I don't know how you could be taking me seriously with this crown on. Oh my God. Moving on to my ice cream scoops. My favorite flavor of ice cream is mint chocolate chip. So I'm gonna make these sphere cakes look like a scoop of ice cream. I'm gonna color my vanilla buttercream to be the perfect minty tone. And then to replicate what would be the chocolate chips, I'm actually using some dark chocolate shavings folded into my buttercream. And then I simply just ice these big spheres. I try not to overthink it, and I spread the buttercream over the spheres, and I love the color. It's a fun way way to ice for me. I'm always concentrated on making it really smooth, really perfect. But this is the opposite. I have to stop myself from over-icing. This is my way of having fun on my birthday. I'm gonna get back to my cone and do some of the details. I cut out my stripes and strips. And I use them to go all around the bottom of the cone, both horizontally. Go all the way around the bottom of the cone, both vertically and horizontally. Oh gosh, the strips. I used them to go around the cone. I did the vertical lines first, and then I cut pieces to fit in between to do the horizontal lines. And then I actually used a clay extruder to pipe one long piece of fondant to do the bottom line all the way around the cone. Now that the details are done on my cone, it's time to assemble the cone. I need to flip it over, and then I need to add some dowels to support the upper part of the cone. So I do that. And then I need to add actually these two details, these two bands that go around the cone. So I roll out some fondant, and I actually cut a little bit off the really long tube so that it's flat, and that's the part that I'll stick around the cone. So I stick these on with some piping jelly, smooth it out, make sure they're nice and straight. And now I'm ready to paint this cone ever so slightly. I mix a bit of ivory food coloring with some alcohol just to get a very light wash on the cone, and then I take a paintbrush and just simply paint around and around the cone, in the grid, all around. It just gives a little more depth and life to the cone. Because it's my birthday, I'm getting the special dipped cone. I need sprinkles on my birthday, so I'm gonna add some I'm adding some melted dark chocolate around the top edge of the cone, and then I'm adding licorice that looks like big sprinkles, and I'm piping it on to look as if the cone had been dipped in chocolate so that there are drips here and there and waves. It's gonna look gorgeous on this cone with my ice cream. Now that my birthday ice cream cone is all dressed up for the party, it's time to add my scoops of ice cream on top. So I put a little icing down, put on the scoop. I want the scoops to look really real, so I'm just gonna add a little more buttercream around the edges, and then I'm actually gonna send a dowel through that scoop into the top part of the cone. See, like this? This is me with a hammer. Now I'm gonna add my second scoop, because you've gotta have 2 scoops on top of that first scoop. Now that my cake is finished, I've got to eat it really quickly before it melts. It's ice cream. That was not me. Because it's ice cream, it's gonna melt. That was like, you know what? I overthink my wings. And now I gotta eat ice cream! They're like, woo! It's kind of sad that I had to make my own birthday cake, and now I'm gonna eat it all by myself. But I'm really not alone, am I? I have all of you in this kitchen with me every Tuesday, working with me, encouraging me, so thank you for that. You have no idea what it means to me.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna cut a piece for every one of you, all of my homies. I shouldn't.
So, if you guys like this video, please give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe, comment down below, and make sure you turn our post notification bells on to get more videos of me every single day. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye! I hope you guys will have a wonderful day. Stay blessed. Deuces.